Yo, what's up? What the hell? No, we haven't retraced the pump. It's still good. Still good, still good. Yeah, better. So, no, it's all right. I think anything above here is fine. I think I'm gonna add around these levels, around these levels, or like anywhere in between here. Then it would be our over under, right? So okay, what happened? Let's check. Okay. What the fuck? So okay, what we had here? This is a 4-hour, this is daily. Okay, on the daily, we had this level, right? We had this candle here and also on the top side of it here. So basically, after this run, let's delete this shit. I chose the most crowded chart probably. Okay, so basically that was the initial that candle that we got stuck inside, right? So what we did was we took out the low and got back inside the level again. Okay, basically that's how it looks like. We took this out. The problem is, see, sometimes, very rarely, it takes it out and takes it out again, as you see here, but that was abnormal, you know. We just took out everything. It happens, the Darth Maul candles, but this was like the second sweep, and then, so that's why when I see this, I just jumped in, basically. When I see this and closing back in, then I just jumped in with the invalidation here, because then I would say fuck you, you know, if you sweep this again. So that's clear invalidation. That's why I took the trade. And still, this is the range, how it looks like. And if you apply your ranges here, then you'll see range dark. Yeah. So basically, we're testing the mid-range as we speak. You see, when we divide these into parts like this, you know, this was the upper half and this was the lower half. So basically, when we reclaim this is TP1, TP2. If it, you know, does something like that, goes to there, TP3, TP4, you get the drill. These levels worked pretty well so far, right? Pretty clean. Also, I would say, I was saying that we need to clear above this consolidation, because that's the consolidation before this sell-off. And if we clear that, obviously we're good to go, right? And we should be now staying above this if it wants to go higher. And let's check on the higher time frame where this may take us. Okay, obviously, since we're inside the range and we took out the low, right? We cleared the low side, and we still have all this shit laying. When I was talking about this, you know, nice compression, now we took half of it. Now we still have this. So basically, shorts are having a good time. We need to fuck them over. That's the deal. That's how trading works. Nobody can be too comfortable in their positions, unless you're like super early or something. All right, so where could this take us? Obviously it took us to the first level of interest, TP1, TP2 obviously here, and then this is TP3. I'll show you a trick. Maybe I should do a video about this, but because this is gonna get lost. Basically, normally when these range breaks happen, if it's an uptrending market, then this would be a good area to take profit, like at least like a good chunk of it. But if it's gonna be a deviation above, then this first 25% part is pretty good actually. I should find you some examples and make it stick. It's basically the same shit with this. For example, when I see ranges, I like to use my fib extensions. Let's do this so I can change it. I would like to do my fib extensions, and these give me usually the deviation, how far the deviation would go. I don't know if I can easily find an example for you, but let me see. Maybe on the higher time frame we have some range and we can do something like that. Okay, if we obviously the small ranges, because if I do this now, it's not going to give me accurate things because this is humongous range. That's basically the whole point of it was the deviation. So we need to, I like to use them for local ones. Maybe this could work. Okay, this was a range. Let's see what we get from here. Okay, this is an extended one. It hit this level here. You see the level? It hit that level. But it'd be better to use it on the local ones, like this, for example, can do. I think this one too. Here. The top of this and the first high, it gives you the deviation. The high, the low, that gives you the deviation. Actually, after this forms, the range evolves into this. That would be a range, and yeah, this is much accurate. Because after this, we take this out, we take this out. So the first range was this, and it was taken out, and then what else happening? What is this? All right. So the range evolves into this, right? A much clearer one, which we can say deviation here, and and that gives you the top of the consolidation. But this is a 0.27, so 0.25 will work just fine, which our ranges we use. In our ranges we use 25, so it's gonna be fine. I usually find the extensions like that. For example, just a sec, let's keep it as here again, and it was here. As you can see, that's the extension. That was the first target, that was the second target. So I mean, it's good to, it's a good way of being able to see how far the range would go. It usually, in a small ranges, it usually goes as much as this. So whatever the price is stuck, if this is a 1, this is also. Basically it gives you the then it makes a bigger range, and this is the half point basically. So it's just all the same concept in a different light, under a different light. Yeah, it goes exactly as the range size. So for example, if I do something like this here, yeah, but it's the same. Like this, I put it here, it's pretty much the same size. Of course, there's like, don't do exactly, don't make the calculation like this. Never set your targets like that. But it's actually a good reference. A good reference. So okay, by the way, we're here in the middle. Let's pull out a clean chart, so this is like too much. Okay, yeah, that's good, that's better. That's better. Okay, this was, I think, September, yeah. You know, the monthly candle we had? So this was last month's candle. So we took out the low, right? And the obvious level would be to take out the high here. And there's a monthly resistance right above it. So like, take it out into monthly resistance, then sell off. Could be the play here. We're also trading above the monthly close, monthly open, I'm sorry, last month's open, which is a good sign if we close like that. And that, how it reflects to our decision making is, okay, now we have this September range, right? Low is taken out, we're heading upwards, and the first target is here. Obviously our 75% level is here, so that's a swing position basically. I would first target here because we don't know if it's gonna take out the high. Obviously that's extra, but our first target should be at least here. And inside that we had this range, right, which we started to rally from. Actually, we don't need this anymore so much because we already have the mid-range for that. And we have this daily candle now that we're stuck inside. So that's our main range that we're playing inside. Actually, that's the main range. There's also a range here, right? That's also a range. And let's see, monthly wise, see, it's the one before. It's the July range. Basically, this was the July range. So basically, we're still in the July range, right? Like this. And the midpoint should be like somewhere here, which is like everything is lining up. See, it's the 25% of that, so I would go for the midpoint of this first. We're just basically, what we're doing here is we're just determining the boundaries, what boundaries we have. See, whenever it tries to get out here, it just got rejected. Only here, you know, close back above, and then it means that it doesn't want to stay here. That we talked about that is a long sign. And no close below, no close below, no daily closes below, only except this part, and that's a fake out as we speak. Close below and then close above immediately the next day. Of course, on the dailies, these are pretty hard to play because the daily close like this at here, and if you want to get in, you know, right at the close, then you have to go through all this shit for a few days and being underwater this much, and then finally you get the move. Actually, you get the move here too, but I don't think anyone will sell here. So yeah, okay, and then where we are right now is, let's go to lower time frames. So that was our range level here. No, so we are at the mid-range. The thing I didn't like about this setup is because the half point is also a range by itself, right? No, sorry, like this. The halfway is a range by itself, and this half is a range by itself. It has midpoint here, it has midpoint here, kind of lines up, midpoint here, range high here, and now what we're doing is, it looks like a deviation, and we're still struggling to. Remember I said 2,500. This is 2,500. $20,500. You see, now we want to see this reclaim that, because then this wouldn't be a deviation, it's just some price fluctuations around the level. For now, it's worrisome. That's why I took some profits off here and then stops at break even. So it's like it's a free trade now, but because I'm not super confident that this would do that for now. There's a potential, but we need to break this area. We need to not even break it, we need to hold above it. Something like that. Because this is not the best look for now. And if we I need to do this volume profile videos. And we still, our most volume areas still below us, so it can still do something like that. Or just get inside. Either bounce from here or do this and stay inside, which is not good. This we don't want. So this is like we need to check the lower time frames now to be able to understand the direction. Now what we want to see is the hold above here. We desperately want to see that. We need to see it above here. Also, as you can see, it's the 25% of the range, so it's like pretty much everything is lining up. There's also a good SR point here, so we shouldn't go below here, because once we reclaim these kind of consolidation areas, when consolidation breakdown and then reclaim, we don't want to lose it. It's normally a continuation area. It's like the breaker, you know, the down, up candle, break, and then do this, come back. So that's the breaker. Same vibes. So yeah, and also we have this meme line that we want to break, hold, push. So I'll probably add either here or at the breakout. We'll see. Ape. Why would anyone long ape? Let's see. Let's see the reason. Let's see the reason. Where's the ape guy? Shit, there's a reason. Cannot find ape. Ape. Okay. Looks good. Okay, again, this compression here, we squeeze these guys. These guys are fucked. And we're right under resistance right now. Right under resistance. Like here. But let's check the higher time frames to see better understand what's going on here. Yeah, see, until here it was good, but it broke the structure here in the lower time frame. In the higher time frame, the structure is fine, so it's like, so it's kind of like that now. Yeah, it's still, and in a lower time frame, it's still, nah. I mean, this is even a lower time frame structure here. I don't really like this one. I mean, what I would like to see is it somehow get above here. It's in a risky spot right now. It looks fine, but risky spot. I mean, out of everything, I wouldn't long ape. That's the thing. Out of everything that looks like it's gonna rip. This guy, for example, like this is something I would like to long. This guy is the one that you want to go long. It's super clean, everything. It's just close to range highs now. That's the only problem. But other than that, it was like this structure is good, like very healthy, very good structure, very good. High highs, high lows, super clean. It just tricked you a bit here with the momentum loss, but then it said fuck you and print this candle. What else is good? Let's see. For example, DYDX is good. DYDX is actually, look at all these are all DEXs, by the way. What else is good? Fuck, who is this guy? C98? Really? Why does this guy pop? Holy fuck. Holy shit, why? It's nothing so much, nothing too extreme, I'm just exaggerating right now. It looks like it pumped too much, but just nothing else pumped that much. That's why. No dip, nothing. Yeah. Just a random pump. It just pumped 6% though, so nothing biggie. No biggie. So let's go back to the subject. What are good, what is good, what is not. Doge was doing great today. It just pumped this candle. Percent random candle, so again no biggie. Let me open a clean chart for Doge because it just bothers me too many lines. Yes sir. Okay, the doggy boy basically, let's find out what that's. Yeah, okay. So basically it's still trading inside here. All right. Okay. That's so weird. It just didn't take too long. See, daily looked a bit stretched. I would suspect that if it does this, then like I think it's gonna just do that. But obviously it can happen. The opposite thing might happen too, because it's been in this range forever. So if it nukes, if there is no big seller here, then it might just, you know, start a liquidation cascade and go higher. We just need to monitor this. This is... yeah, could be an interesting breakout actually. Because what? It's been doing this since June for like 150 days. If it breaks out from here, then this shit might fly. Let's put an alarm here, so... again, see, you know, in bear market rallies, you don't get the pullbacks. It just runs. No pullbacks. AVAX. Yeah, AVAX looking decent. Now I can use the VWAPs finally I covered the subject so I can really use my VWAPs. This is what? This is session VWAP. This is what? Yeah, this is the weekly one. See how clear this shit is? Just play this all day long. That's it. Now we're in uptrend. That's why. What was the rule for the uptrend? You long whenever it comes down up here, down here. I'm sorry. Or when it gets above and starts trading above, you long the deviation band. As it here. Sometimes the deviation band is enough. It's so much trending that it just turns above the deviation band, or sometimes it just dips into the VWAP and then bounced from there. In here on the weekly, it looks good actually. Let's get rid of the second band and let's do it monthly. Let's check what monthly looks. Yeah, monthly also see it reclaimed the monthly deviation band and pushed from there. This is a more general view. It's just trending up. We can already see that it's trending up. Let's see the quarterly. Should be same as monthly. Yeah, because the quarter started from this month, so yearly should be different, obviously. Let's check where we are at the yearly. See, we are at the second part of the deviation band, not even the first part. So see the deviation, first deviation band is here. And again, look how clean this shit is. And okay, so you can see that if it starts pumping, let's say here, reclaiming that, where do you think it's gonna go? To VWAP. I mean, at least it would give you a nice target. Something's pumping. This is pumping. Doge, of course. Oh, come on, man. And that would line up with this area probably. So that would make a good target, basically. But see how it bounced from the second deviation band, accepted in, and then bounced towards the deviation band, first deviation band. Standard deviation 1, standard deviation 2. Oh yeah, I think it looks good for now. Let's check this DXY. Yeah, it's lost the 50 also here. It doesn't mean that it's gonna just continue lower. It may just pull a shit like this, as it did here. So this is less important, but the good thing is it broke the structure. It broke the structure, so it can do that, it can do this, it doesn't matter. Lower is what we expect at this point. SPX had an amazing run here. You see, that was the range deviation, that was the low, again deviation, reclaimed, and then pushed above here, traded above here and now pushing higher. Very good. Very good for crypto. As you can see here also. It could have come down somewhere here though, but it didn't, so it's still good. Like it could have done this, but I would much rather prefer to stay above here, which it did, and then pumped. Unfortunately, silver and gold is not performing well, which bothers me actually. This is not good. This doesn't look good. Unfortunately. Okay, we could say that. That's it. Here, range there, and this would be the mid-range. It's actually not looking too bad, because basically it just bounced from mid-range now. It should be like the mid-range. So it still can do something like that. VWAP will work in every time frame. Like for example, let me show you an example with BTC. Let's find a clean chart. Okay, so I can just hide the drawings. What the fuck is going on here? C98 still pumping? Everything is going down. C98 is pumping. Okay, VWAP. That was my session VWAP, right? Okay. I can go to 5 minutes. And here's your VWAP. That's the session VWAP, so it resets at every session. This is the daily open, and then from daily open you can basically I'm not suggesting that you should, but what you can do is reclaim target, get out, reclaim target, get out, reclaim target. If it reclaims that target, if it bounces off it, then go to here, target. First target would be here, but usually this would work. So yeah, can be used with, in confluence with other stuff. You can time it with that, basically. You can time your entries, exits based on this. Let's say, for example, what's going on here. This level here acted as SR level here, right? This acted as SR level here. So basically you have a range here from this guy. Also you can extend it and use it in confluence with your ongoing VWAP. See, for example, now you see that we got back inside this value area, and then now we're back inside your current session. Short, okay, and then we're curling down, find resistance here, short. So you can play around with this, till here, and then aim for this. You don't get it, but this is like see, there was a big red candle here too. So it's like you play it a couple of times, you get stopped a few times, but I don't usually play these things. I want bigger space. So if it's too tight like this, I don't like to play. I want big like this. So that means that it's volatile, and this is just not for me. I'm not playing this because then you can get wigged out easily with a candle like that. I don't like. For example, this I wouldn't play, but I would say that okay, something's big is gonna happen, because then I would start paying attention when this could start moving above or below. Like this would make a move. There's nothing to do there. What's happening? Everything is nuking again. See how good this is? Every time it reclaims, for example, it reclaims, try, fail, long it again, get it here, short it here, try to get to here. You can actually, or this one for example, it's very good. This is for trending environment, very good. This is trend. See how it just bounces off from the deviation bands, and that's it. For example, your trade is gone here because it got in. That's it. It bearishly retested this area. You're done. Until it reclaims, you have no trade, and then it reclaims. But this is the trending environment. This is still kind of trending, but I would say more mini version, because it's bouncing here and here. It doesn't miss it here because there is still trend, but as you see, the trend is diminishing. So yeah, you can use it. NAS also doing something good. What's going on with BTC? Is it going down? No. Why my alarms are getting? Okay, NAS has a similar picture. It was bouncing off this area, right? This is the that was actually the area of support, right? High time frame support. We're bouncing off it, and there is this level here that now we're in this range, basically. We took out the range low, and now we're inside. Can go here, can go to mid range. If it flips, holds above here, long towards there. This part is for later because we don't know. It can do this also. Can do that, go there, and then do this. So we just need to watch. Alright guys, I'll try to share some setups if I see one, because whatever I share here, I think it's going away, so I'll share it as JPEGs. Alright, thanks for joining, and see you guys, and have a great weekend since today's Friday. Cheers, bros.